around not only ministry and evangelism and calling on your life, but also talking about, real life on real terms, on how, you both, well, Jonathan, you were raised in a PK environment. You were raised in an environment similar. Your mother or dad may not have been a pastor or preacher, but you still had to pretty much come under some Christian principles or biblical teachings that kept you in church probably longer than you wanted to be. So now let's talk about this thing called team ministry or co-evangelism. You guys newly married. I don't know if you've done anything yet as co-evangelists, have you?
I don't think specifically.
No, not necessarily. We haven't like tag team preach or anything.
Absolutely. Okay. If you had to tag team preach, what would be the sermon? What would you guys teach on? What would be a tag team preaching moment for the two of you?
Authority of the believer, probably, I would think.
I just thought of that, yeah.
Okay, look into the camera, and you're going to tag team preach right now on the authority of the believer. Go for it.
Oh, well, you have... God has given us authority. I mean, God has told us that He's given us authority and all kind of power that's on the inside of us. For instance, I mean, you have to understand that you have the authority before you begin to use the authority. And once you understand the authority that God has given you, then you can use it. As Jesus said, He said, go and baptize in the name of the Lord. Go and heal the sick. He gave you the authority that was given to Him. Just to break down the authority really quick, let's give a quick example for like the police. Let's say Ahoskie, since we're here in Ahoskie, like we have a town council. Yeah, we have a city councilman, a town council that gives the authority to the police, and they make the laws. The councilman, they make the laws, and then they delegate that authority to police to, like, let's say traffic laws. They delegate the authority to police to uphold the traffic laws. And so if you run a red light or you're down the street speeding, that cop is going to stop you. You're not going to see that town councilman, the person who already delegated that authority to the cops. You're not going to see the town councilman chasing behind a car, you know what I'm saying, hey, stop, hey, stop. You know why? Because he's already delegated that authority. In the same way, Jesus has delegated that authority to us. And Jesus has said, go, therefore, go make other disciples. Go heal in my name. So you have that authority. Go ahead, take it from here, baby.
As not operating in the authority that we have, or if you don't know the authority that you have, you give way for the enemy to come in and use your own authority against you. It says in the word that the devil comes as a roaring lion. He doesn't have an authority. His authority was taken away from him when he got kicked out of heaven because he rebelled against God. His authority that Adam gave him was taken away when Jesus died on the cross. So he has nothing. I imagine him as a little imp. He has nothing to, battle us with. So when we give way to fear and we don't resist him, because in the word it says resist the devil and he will flee. When we do not resist, that's when he comes in and we open the door and say, here, devil, here, come do something to me. We give him that authority. But when we recognize that authority that we have in Christ, Christ said, greater things will you do than I, because we have that same authority that he had. We can, say, hey, raise people from the dead, heal the sick, because we have that authority. And we have to declare that and use the word, because the word is power. Use your authority.
No weapon formed against us shall prosper.
So how do you think you did? Did you do
I thought that was fun.
Impromptu, great.
Wasn't it? That was absolutely amazing.